not the big deal that it was really thought to be, due to the fact that none of the transmissions so far have been in the clear. Let's hope things continue with a better aspect to that. Anyway, carrying on, just looking at my notes here, looking back at 1991, quite a lot happened in 1991. In March, Radio Caroline returns via the Astra satellite on the 31st of March 1991, and due to internal disputes, a few weeks later closes down. Astra 1B is launched successfully. Brian Adams beats all records by staying at number 1 for 13 weeks, beating Bohemian Rhapsody and Slim Whitman's record. Freddie Mercury dies, and Bohemian Rhapsody returns to number 1 over Christmas. A record number of US pilots heard in Europe on 7 megahertz in 1991, and at the end of 1991, Radio Merlin were silenced by the post office. And before we go to that, we'd just like to play you a little recording of Radio Popular Cadena Coppe, as they were the other day.
Música de Genesis, Tony Banks, Phil Collins y, cómo no, My Rutherford, We Can Dance, el álbum, y el tema que te estamos aconsejando, este No Son of Mine, cuando son exactamente ya las 7 horas 8 minutos, 6 y 8 en la Comunidad Canaria. Recuerda, saludos cordiales de Julio Fernández. Bienvenidos precisamente aquí. Popular FM Cadena Coppe, homenaje a Freddie Mercury. I'm going exactly mad. Queen.
When the outside temperature rises, and the meaning is also
Popular FM Cadena Coppe recorded off the usual Sat-3 satellite, the brand new satellite. It's on the air now. Details of satellite radio news, by the way, on teletext and super channel, page 270. Super channels carried on 2F2 at 13 degrees east. A couple of new test transmissions. There's a test transmission going on at 10 degrees east from Yayini with pop videos and test cards and everything like that. Horizontal on 11596, and also on vertical on at 10 degrees east. There's show TV testing with old MTV videos. Don't know quite what that's going to be, but we'll find out sometime, I suppose. WMR broadcasting from Scotland, 1154 UTC, 1154. And earlier on I told you I was going to play you a Radio Merlin recording of the final sign-off. Well, here goes with that recording, courtesy of Gary. And that was Radio Merlin's last gasp on Monday before Christmas, 1991, the 22nd, 23rd of December. Now, it's WMR broadcasting on Shortwave, and we're playing you some more music. very short today here on Weekend Music Radio because we're very busy in the studio. We're just testing this transmitter, getting it run up for the first time since Christmas because, well, the old transmitter was sparking like billion, sparking very, very bad. We had to do a bit of quick repair work this morning to get on the air. And it seems to be working not too bad. I don't know if our friend Chris has looked at the video we sent him during the week. And there should be a number of people getting the video of the WMR Christmas broadcast. It's quite interesting. And you can see the transmitters working away, not on fire, so to speak. Now, back in January 1991, just a year ago at the moment, there was some sensational news about the Gulf War broke. And in some sensational radio journalism, Tim Arnett, that's not right, is it? No. It's the CNN guys anyway in Baghdad. Peter Arnett, Bernie Shaw, and John Holloman were in the Al Rashid Hotel in Baghdad when the Gulf War started. Here's what they had to say about that.
The American network CNN. Reporter Peter Arnett is on the line from Baghdad.
On the last broadcast before. The Iraqi equivalent was in Beirut in 1982 when the Israelis were bombing parts of West Beirut, but the targets were much smaller, it was much more predictable. We have no idea here the extent of what the U.S. multinational force rating will be. We don't know how much of the city of Baghdad has been targeted. We can say now that nothing has landed very near the hotel. Oh, that's sort of like a rocket. There's massive noise, but the rocket, I think, was going up and not coming at us, John. Peter, it's good to have you here, as I've said before. I'm going to check in with Atlanta now with CNN headquarters and see what they can tell us.
John, Peter, we're going to the White House for just a minute. Presidential spokesman Mark Fitzwater is about to address the nation and therefore the world. He's preparing now to appear at the White House press room, and we're there for him. And we'll be right back to you as soon as we can. You can see the reporters gathered, some prepared to go live. And Merlin Fitzwater is about to come in and make history with his announcement. We've already heard the reports from Baghdad. Here's Merlin Fitzwater.
I have a statement by the President of the United States. The liberation of Kuwait has begun. In conjunction with the forces of our coalition partners, the United States has moved under the code name Operation Desert Storm to enforce the mandates of the United Nations Security Council. As of 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Operation Desert Storm forces were engaging targets in Kuwait and Iraq. President Bush will address the nation at 9 o'clock p.m. tonight from the Oval Office. I'll try to get you more as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
All right, Merlin Fitzwater not taking any questions. The President of the United States will address the nation in a little less than 2 hours from now at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going back to the wire that we have to Baghdad. John Holloman is there, Bernard Shaw is there, Peter Arnett, and CNN staffers.
Okay, Peter, we're back. Yes, John, it's clear now that even in the darkness, the thick coils of black smoke are rising from the city, from government buildings, barely a mile and a half away. The bombing is intensifying now, and the explosions are coming closer to this part of town. There's lots of targets here that the U.S. may be interested in terms of communication centers, presidential palace, and other matters. The sky is illuminated now by very large flashes of explosions that I really don't know what they are.
Yeah, well, that's true, Peter, and now the entire city of Baghdad has been blacked out. All the lights except on the very outer periphery of the city have been blacked out. Peter, why don't we see if we can make that light go out? If we have to smash it, let's do it. Let's get that light out. There's one light on in our room, which makes us smooth. Right, that does go on. If anyone would like a recording of it, just write to us at 23 South Beechwood, Edinburgh, in Scotland. We're at WMR, we're closing down and leaving the air. Thanks very much for listening to this small test transmission, just getting the transmitter warmed up and things like that. We will be listening out for a possible QSO with any station, and we're now standing by on the 49-meter band.
Yeah, there's a big shout going out to Tom, the famous bass player, up in Titherington. Sunny old Titherington, yeah. Who has actually heard Radio Merlin